up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Tell a Story. It's your girl, Drea Kay, and I'm here with a special guest. I got my boy Knowledge Tyson here, community activist, community engagement specialist, artist. He do it all. He's a thought leader, so I had to get him on the show. What's up, D?
Sound with it, fam.
How you been?
Living, man, living. Working in the community, full-time engagement, and capitalizing, man, Trying to figure out how to change lives and change minds.
I think that's important.
Yep.
It's not a lot of you out here in Baton Rouge.
It ain't. But give you just a little something. You got people like Boo Milton.
Shout out to Boo.
Before anybody in our generation was really going out trying to figure out how to engage in community work, Boo Milton was out there doing it.
Yep.
While we at the movies, while we having sex, while we at the club, while we doing all these other various things, Boo Milton is going to the Cities United conferences and going talk revolution talk. So he was the first one to kick it off, and then I come along, and then you get Science City, you get all these other different things coming along. But the work is starting to pick up.
So for people who may not really know your story, this is Let's Tell a Story.
Okay.
How did you get involved with the whole community activism thing? Like, what was it in you that drove you to, just give back to the community and be like that voice of reason?
I was sitting on the white boy's job. I was on the white boy's job. I was a welder. And I thought, man, if I just be a welder, I can make me some money. Not knowing, man, them white boys don't want you in there getting that money with them. So the whole time I'm there, I'm feeling sabotaged. I'm feeling like I'm Sambo. You know how these do the niggas. Bring them out and embarrass them in front of everybody. Every morning, Crockett, come here. We need to talk to you. Like, man, what I done now? So one day I'm reading the newspaper, and I read, and I say, damn, they got a community meeting at Gus Young at such time. So on my lunch break, I went on down there. Now, I ain't know no cameras or none of that stuff gonna be there. I'm thinking it's just a small little community event. And when I get there, look around the room, I say, man, I don't see no niggas in here that look like me. I don't see no people in here that resemble what they talking about. You got 100 black men over here. You got this one here over here. And the white boy say, hey, so Mayor, let me ask you a question. What are you gonna do about the violence that's going on in our community? The mayor answered the question. I said, man, who that white boy is asking questions? He don't even live around here. I said, hold on, hey, I got something to say. I say, man, listen, ain't none of this stuff gonna stop until y'all learn how to come deal with us right here. Because if y'all don't, we're gonna keep moving as individuals. And a lady named Drea Kay come back there and say, hey, man, we need to get your name and number. We want you part of this. I don't know what I'm part of. Ma'am, I don't even know nothing about no community work. Ma'am, I don't know nothing about politics. Ma'am, I'm just an ignorant nigga that got put out of school. The white man told me I wasn't gonna be able to do nothing. He told me, hey boy, your brother playing basketball. What you gonna do? You know what I'm talking about. You know I ain't telling no lie. You know I ain't telling no lie. You know it for a fact. That part of my story. So for me to jump out here and be doing this here, all the stuff they say that young black men can't do, you can change your mind. You ain't got to be doing what you're doing, homie. There's opportunities out here for you.
So ever since then, you've kind of just dove right into it. And from there, like, what did you start doing as far as like the community activism?
I first jumped off and I said, man, I want to go feed some homeless people. So I got with brother-in-law, I got with my little daughter. We all sat down, packaged up sandwiches, chips, put it in the bag, rolled around downtown, rolled around the city. Hey, man, y'all hungry? Y'all come get this food over here. I'm not knowing that this is called community engagement. At this time, I just want to do something. So when I did that, Drea called me. She said, hey, man, we about to get ready to start a street team. And, man, I was thinking about you. I was thinking about your little character. And, man, we want you part of this here. But I got to interview you first. So when I get to the interview, there's a man named Akila there. I'm not knowing who this man is. This man has been all over the country, man, talking revolution and getting dollars sent down to people that boots on the ground. So I'm sitting there talking, eating nigga talk again. Saying nigga, saying this, pants sagging, smoking weed, all kind of stuff. That man said, hey man, you gonna be part of this team. So from there, we went to the training, PCITI training. And that's a training given from a man from California named Aquila. Aquila and Aquila, 2 different men. But this brother got a whole program that teaches you how to de-escalate violence in your community. That's what I was telling you over there, the funneling, the tunneling, the isolation, training. Because we trying to build, not a military, but we trying to build cohesive minds. We trying to really collaborate, a system that works to break down community violence. So that's the game that was put down.
So by them showing you how to do that, they got you more and more involved in just to see exactly what it takes to be a community activist. Because some people, they say they want to help out the community, they say they want to do this, but they don't know what actually comes with that. So when you're in there, and I know we were talking earlier about just certain situations that you've been in where you will be on the scene with victims and people who have, been shot, people who have been killed on the scene in front of kids and everything like that. Once you got to that point where you're out there looking at all of this stuff, was that something that you signed up for? Was that something that you were ready for?
I say people that's doing this work is not selected, they chosen. You know what I mean? Because you got to be able to endure what you're looking at. But I didn't notice it's not really so much looking at the bodies, it's dealing with the people. Not the people that's hurting, but the people that you're working with. And not my team, but just people, partners and silos, and it's the mess behind the nonprofits, who gonna get the money, It's the whole politics of it. You start to see that. And it's disgusting because we out here fighting over money, man. These kids out here dying. No reason for a man to beg for anything when they print money. So going out here on these scenes, to answer your question, going out here on these scenes, first of all, you got to know the police is not doing no preventative work. They are not hired to do no preventative shit. They not trying to help no nigga to help nothing. Once you dead, they come put yellow tape up and they dare you to cross that yellow line. And that's when the community come into play. Hey, say y'all chill out, man. Look, you can't cross that yellow tape because they doing an investigation. When they hear from you instead of him, they get a better reaction. Oh, okay. But look, man, let me holler at you over here. Look, you ever heard about victim service? No, I ain't never heard of that. Well, look, that's your people. We know you hurting, but we want to make sure that you get these services because your family gonna need it. That's bringing resources to people that never would have got that from the police. We done been on the scene, family fighting. Police over there, they put the yellow tape up, and it's black police officers. They looking over across the yellow tape, and they wish a nigga would cross that yellow tape. They'll do the goddamn fool if you cross that yellow tape. And this family is fighting amongst each other. And the police is right there watching.
Not doing anything
to de-escalate this situation and figure out why this family got so much trauma.
So when you're looking at things like that, like, what is that doing to you mentally? What is that doing to you, like, on the inside? How's that affecting you? Is it making you want to just do more, or is it making you just want to, it's like activating something on the inside of you, just wanting to help more? Like, what is it doing to you when you seeing, like, situations like that? It just beats on my drum to keep on screaming revolution. If I see something, give up on it because of how it look, then I wasn't meant to be doing this. So when I'm doing it with a passion, and every time I see it, it makes me want to go try to help the next individual so I can say, hey man, go precautionary tale. I just seen this dude here get shot 55 times, but I'm telling you, what you about to go do, you about to crash out. And then once you show them the pictures, you show them the articles, and you call the mamas, here, talk to this mama. Yeah, I lost my baby, woo-doo-woo. And baby, I'm telling you, you don't want to. That's what you see. Has Baton Rouge, in a sense, do you feel like we've become desensitized to violence?
I feel like all over America, young black people have, not just young black people, but majority of young black males, we see death every day. You see it on TV, you see playing the game, you see death. You see a news article, somebody got killed on Windburn. I mean, it's an everyday thing, so we starting to see it as a norm. But if you go to London, man, the police got to go put their guns up before they go home. So why in America we got guns on the street, but in other countries, nah, you can't even have a gun. That's all a plot, man. You got to think of Nazi Germany had the ghetto. Propaganda, they ran propaganda on the Germans to hate the Jews. So what you think the Jews doing us right now? They fucking over us same way Hitler fucked over them. So when we gonna say, man, fuck that, man, it's wartime? When we gonna say, man, I don't want to buy Michael Jordan tennis shoe, man, I don't give a fuck about none of that, I want to go buy some guns. Then go downtown and figure out why this policy ain't get changed. Why these kids getting locked up at a rapid rate? Why in Louisiana we got 1,000 per capita, 100,000, we got 1,000 men in jail. Out of 100,000 people, you got 1,000 men in jail.
Unjustified.
Unjustified. You telling me, man, a man that's hustling for his family, gonna lock the man up for all this time? But man, this white boy here can kill and all this here and go home. And I ain't mad at the white boy. This what you're supposed to be doing. You supposed to be able to come home in your country. This law wasn't made for me, you, him right here. It wasn't made for us. It was made for him to get off. So, Nick, we ain't mad at that. But we got to know that, man, hey, we gonna do this, man. We gonna go to jail for it. Fuck, I'm gonna go ride out my sentence.
So what's the strategy? Like now, like us becoming aware of this, us becoming, just aware of everything that's going on. Like, what is the strategy that we need to be taking?
Shit, get them ready for prison. Shit, the ones that don't want to do right, hey, let me bring you in a program called Tonk, Domino, and Spade. Teach you how to play Tonk, Domino, and Spade, because what you getting ready to do, you going to jail. It's already set up for you. 1 out of 3 going.
And how do we prevent that? Like, how are we supposed to be preventing that from happening?
Can't prevent it. The parents got to be at the house preventing it. The only thing we supposed to do is come through with resources. A nigga like me, a person like you, supposed to come through and say, hey, I got a program, I got this going, that going. It's not my job to raise you. So until we can get more buy-in from parents to say, hey, man, my son really need this help. I really need you to come to my house. I really need you to deliver these resources. You got to get them parents to buy in. We can talk to the kids all day long. Let's say, homie, don't do that shit, don't do that shit, don't do it. But when he go home, man, ain't nobody reinforcing that. He going outside. I got my stick with me, man. I'm going outside. I heard Mr. Dare said at the school, but man, right now, man, I'm in a situation, man, it's up over here. The New Orleans situation, Bayou Classic, that kid that did the shoot, well, they say he did the shoot. I work closely with that kid. He from Gardere. I went pulled up on him 3-4 times. Say, bro, look, fill this out, try to get you a little job, look, get your GED, just be cool. All that talking and all that work I done did, he still went somewhere and made a bad decision. How we gonna save that when I tried to?
So you're basically saying everybody can't be saved. It's just the ones who want to be saved.
Exactly.
That you can reach.
That you can reach. If they don't want to be saved, sometimes tough love is the best love. Just think, if you in church, and your daddy preaching, right? And he say, hey, everybody that want to be saved, y'all come on up here. And you don't go up there.
That's your decision.
He ain't finna come back there and say, hey, why you ain't come up here and won't get saved? Nah, he gonna look back there and say, shit, well, hell with you. We up here getting saved. That's what he gonna do, right? Ain't nobody, when he pass around Tide Bucket, he ain't looking to see, oh man, Sister Drea ain't putting no money in the pot. Ain't nobody looking at that. We worrying about who contributing, and we worrying about who want to be saved.
So, had your upbringing have a lot to do with your passion for community and people? Yeah,
because I grew up with my auntie from 6.5 months to 8 years old, college educated woman. I was on the southern campus with the alumni. I mean, as a kid, I ain't had no bad life. I lived in Park Far. I mean, we had a nice house. Everything was good. And then my mama come get me. Oh, man, we down off in that ghetto. And then from there, though, I had to see that, damn, man, this shit really real. So I'm a smart kid reading on the 5th grade, 11th, and 3rd grade coming to the ghetto. Trying to adapt to this shit, but I ain't really that kind of kid. So now I got the kind of slick side, play tough because I don't come from toughness.
That's your environment, your new environment that you're in.
This my new environment. Nigga, you better tighten up. Nigga, what's that crying you doing in there? Hush that motherfucker crying up, boy. We don't want to hear that crying over here. That kind of talking. So I got that in me and I got the other stuff in me. And then what I'm seeing every day in the community inspires me to say, nah, man, I got to do something because somebody did something for me. My partner had Dickies. He used to wear Dickies to school. I used to wear a school uniform. I failed 8th grade. All else, mom said, boy, I'm wash my hand with you. Man, I went down the street, man, my partner gave me all his clothes. All his Dickies, he gave me two, man, get them 2 pair of shoes right there. Go ahead. That's why I got to give back.
Because there are people that are willing to help.
Willing to help you.
Everybody's not on that type of time.
Exactly.
There are still people like you who are in the community that is putting in the work, that's having this passion for the young people, having passion for your peers too. I'm pretty sure it's not even just the young kids, but I'm pretty sure you can see your peers and see what they're doing now and, want to talk to them, want to have a conversation with them, want to show them what you're doing.
Let me ask you a question, because we chopping game. How you feel about engaging in this work? Because now you in the work, so how you feel, just your thoughts of?
So, I grew up in a church.
Right.
My dad was a pastor my whole life. So I grew up with a sense of helping people in a different way. So in church when I was younger, we used to go to nursing homes. We used to do the homeless, events and things like that. We helped the community in that type of way.
Yeah.
But now that, my dad has this nonprofit, Reclamation and Restoration Ministries. Shout out to them.
That's right.
And we're working in the community of Baton Rouge. Because at first, we lived in Indiana.
Right.
So now we're out here in Baton Rouge and helping looks different than what it did back then.
Yeah.
The world is different now than what it was back then. So me being in a position where I am now the president of the nonprofit, I'm seeing how strategy is important.
Right.
Not just saying we want to help, not just saying that we want to do this, not just saying that, we could do this and we could do that, but actually doing it, creating a strategy around it and actually putting work in to do it, putting people like you in place.
Right.
To, go out in the communities and do the outreach and, talking to people one-on-one.
Right.
And so my perspective of it is, I can only do so much, but if I can create strategy and help other people around me be, in that position or put people in position to where they're helping on the front line, I'm ready to do that.
Think about this. This some real shit. Now you see everybody did a toy giveaway this year, right? Now let's just count all that up. Everybody did a toy giveaway, just the major ones. Man, it's fun. Man, there's programs out here that need funding. And you got the person that run the nonprofit trying to pay payroll to everybody that's on the nonprofit that's been doing the work. But man, here it is. We got the rapper. Oh man, I got $1 million, $2 million. I just put on a nigga head. Hold on, homie. Man, we need like 200 grand for Revolution. Man, we can't get it out of none of these niggas. It ain't no rapper we can call and get nothing from them. But a toy giveaway, this giveaway, that giveaway, a little money here for the boys in the trap. But man, what about the mothers, man, that need money for them programs? They gotta go down to city council and beg and give proposals when you niggas is flashing this money. Man, we need some of that money. Cause we gotta go pay these people here to walk these streets, to go save that little nigga that listening to them rap lyrics. Cause they digesting it. I remember I was younger. My nigga was laying on the couch listening to Lil Fat. On repeat, sleep. Wake up, 2 guns. And he ended up going to kill somebody. Do 11 years. But the mindset, why are you going to sleep listening to that? Nobody stopped you on your way going to bed when you was younger saying, son, don't do that. son, no, listen, them rappers lying. Don't listen, son, you can enjoy it, but don't nobody intervene with him. So when he got 20 years old, I ain't even spit on him. When he got 20 years old, that behavior continued. Going.
So clearly, music has a lot of influence on people in general, but especially it seems like our youth here, from where we from the type of music that we listen to. What have you seen, like mentality wise, with these kids that you're, mentoring and trying to inspire? Like, what are you seeing in them?
Well, a retrospective look, on looking back, me thinking about who I was at 15 or 14, listening and seeing, going out to parties, and I'm seeing how these guys react to a certain song. The DJ gotta say, hey man, cut that song off. You cut the song off, everybody stop. What's coming off that speaker to make these niggas act like this? So then I started thinking, damn man, I've been listening to Boosie, I've been listening to Webbing, and they've been talking about killing and dying and selling drugs and all this stuff. And it wasn't no male there to tell me, nah son, that's just music. So I'm thinking that these guys are telling me reality, but really I'm being fooled, because these guys not really living none of this stuff that they was rapping at the time. Because I think the Boosie that came out with Trill, I think I liked it that direction. The B-O-O-S-I-E, man, I felt so good listening to White Man On. When I put on my plaid pants and I'm at the little gym party and they playing White Man On. I mean, it's nothing negative coming from that.
Good.
It's nothing negative coming from that.
Same type of beat, same type of energy, same Baton Rouge vibe.
Same back.
The lyrics are different.
So think about when these guys go to jail and the community is cheering for them to come home. Man, come home, such and such. We ready for you, man. We ready. Come on home, baby. We ready. And then, man, when they get here, man, they don't come back like Malcolm. They don't come back like King. They don't come back like Medgar Evers. They don't come back like Marcus Garvey, talking that kind of shit. They come back talking the same shit that they went in there for. Think about that. You go sit somewhere, your mind's supposed to change when you go to jail. The white man's supposed to change you niggas' mind when you go sit in there and you gotta miss your family and your old lady calling you from jail and you ain't got no motherfucking money to send them. People suffering while you in that motherfucker. And then you come home rapping gangster lyrics. Man, when the mind gonna change? When we gonna say, nah, we don't wanna hear that? But if the women start saying, man, we don't wanna hear you rapping ass niggas talking gangster lyrics, fuck you, we don't wanna hear it.
Then they gonna change.
Then they go, oh man, we can't get no bitches like this, y'all. We gotta talk about something else. Y'all got the influence to tell these niggas, man, y'all stop now. We ain't listening to no more gangster music. We won't hear that shit no more. Fuck y'all until y'all get out here and start working with us. Liz out here crying for her son. All these women out here crying for their son and died, rather they did wrong or right. We still glorifying this shit as if it's all right to kill black people. The white man ain't got no country song hollering, oh, I killed the honky riding down the freeway and I shot him with the AK deer rifle. You don't never hear no shit like that. He's singing about how he love his woman.
You gonna never hear it.
You ain't gonna hear that because that Jewish white boy sitting up there on the record label ain't gonna let him do it. All this Kanye West talk, all this here, man, that nigga probably seen some shit down there fucking with them white boys.
More than what we seen.
More than what we see.
But everybody got an opinion.
So we come out with an opinion, oh man, y'all shut up. Instagram gonna wanna ban you from what you're saying, but they don't wanna ban them niggas with them Dracos on the videos. That's breaking community guidelines. You ain't supposed to have legal weapons on the internet. That's breaking community guidelines, right? YouTube, Instagram, all them motherfuckers. That man niggas breaking all kind of guidelines, but the moment you come out